I just go in every day, every game, focusing on that day. I don't let my past follow me, and I don't let the worries of tomorrow trouble me for today. And I try to do that every day. Coming into whether if it's a game, whether if it's practice, off day, just recovery. I try to conquer that day, and I think that helps me. It just helps me clear my mind. It helps me stay focused on what's in front of me. 100%. I talked about it before, and I'm sure you guys have heard it from other people as well. But that 0-0, it just helps us focus on the task at hand and what's in front of us. I think we had great energy from both groups, especially that second team coming in, and really, giving us that spark that we needed, and they raised the bar and they set it there. We was to follow that. But I think we did show the 0-0 mentality, coming in, especially after, the loss. You don't want that to carry over into the next game. We definitely let one slip in Miami, later goose egg, but we didn't let it affect us for tonight's game. I don't like excuses, and I don't want to say yes to that, just because no matter what, don't get me wrong, fans definitely do help, but no matter what, this is our job. We got to go out there and get it done. So whatever we got to do to get ready, mentally, physically, make sure that we're locked in, ready to play, ready to go. We have to do that. We always talk about it in the locker room first 5 minutes. It's important. It kind of sets the tone going into the second half of the game. So it felt good. It was energizing for not only myself but my teammates, and it got us going. Like I said, going into whatever matchup, you focus on that. Last matchup was winning. The coaches, they put together a scheme, a game plan, and we tried to follow it. And it's the same for tonight. The coaches did the same thing. I was guarding Zion, and their layout in front. It's a long season, 72 games. You got to be able to prepare night in, night out, and get ready for the next thing.
It's the most high percentage basketball. Coach always says that before the game. I want to play in transition, play as fast as we can. Sorry, and that was an emphasis of ours going into the game, and then he kind of reiterated it at halftime. And we just try to execute, try to get stops, and try to run. Super hard to explain, and it's kind of getting easier. And the more we play each other, we're getting a little used to it. But yeah, I was underneath the basket. Shot looked good, and I was just praying it missed, and it did, and we got the W. But yeah, it's always fun playing against him. Dream come true when we're living it out.
Fun to play with and not fun to play against.
Absolutely, you hit that on the head. Getting around his screens as opposed to him getting you open with his screen. His offense is rebounding, his passing. Steven's a complete player, great player, obviously. And yeah, obviously, it's, what I'm saying, a guy like that, you're going to miss. But yeah, it's also fun playing against Steve. It's challenging, but it's fun. Fun to compete. It's happy we got to go. Yeah, it was great energy. I think throughout this game, that's what we were lacking. We were playing the right basketball, getting wide open looks. But it's just our defensive energy, and then that transferred to offense, obviously. But base, bringing a competitive spirit, getting steals, getting on transition, making these threes, gave us a little boost offensively as well as energy-wise, and it transferred to defense. And that's where you guys saw the big picture and us getting ahead big. Yeah, the second group came in with great energy early in that second quarter, late first. And it really all started with defense. We were getting stops, rebounding and running, playing in transition. And it got ahead a little bit when we were down. And then first you went back in the second quarter, kind of went back down, and then coming out in the third, we had good energy, and those were the two periods where we were able to get ahead into.
I think what was funny is those guys in the first half were the ones that kept us in the game and got us back in the game. I thought it was kind of a tale of two halves as it related to our units. In the first half, those guys, the edge of that game elevated when they went out there, and they really, set a tone for the rest of the game for us. And then to your point, Barry, obviously the starters did a great job coming out of halftime. And then we hit a rough patch with those guys. I thought it was just a combination of mostly on offense. We just had some turnovers. We got a little quick on offense a couple times, and we've just got to continue to smooth out the consistency of our play, which is challenging for every team, and especially at this time of the year and this time in some of these guys' careers. And, we're just working towards that. We got to learn from all these experiences. But we saw with the bench unit, we saw the best of how they can play in the first half, and then it was a little ugly there for a second. Yeah, every player needs confidence, and a lot of, Al and George, and I throw Mike in there. They know how to generate their own confidence, but I'll say they feed off their teammates just like everybody else. When you're a part of a team, you gain your confidence from the team. And I thought, tonight the guys did a great job of encouraging one another. Al obviously didn't shoot it well early in the game, but there's not a person in our group that didn't want him to continue to let it go. And obviously he made a big one there for us. But, those guys, they're like anybody else. They feed off the energy of the team. And those three guys specifically, they really draw a lot of strength from the team. Yeah, that's the vision that we have for him. And it's more importantly, the vision he has for himself defensively. He wants those challenges and sees himself as that kind of player. And he deserves those challenges. He's proven that he can be an effective defender, and now he's got to become a consistently effective defender, and he's certainly shown flashes of that. He did a good job tonight. I thought our whole team did a good job tonight. That's a team that, because of their presence around the basket, you have to be a 5-man defense against them. You have to rebound with 5 guys against them, and I thought we did that for much of the night tonight. Yeah, it was a fun win. The guys were excited after that one because we had to earn that one all 48 minutes, and there was a lot of ups and downs in that game. Not only at the end there, went down 4, but it got a little dicey in the middle of the fourth and throughout the first half. It was just kind of a game of runs, and we had to weather the storm tonight, and we showed great resilience through the course of 48. I would say that the main goal of the game, Daniel, was mainly our shell and help defense against a team like that, and protecting the paint, on defense, and protecting the glass. And sometimes you're vulnerable at the 3-point line when you do that. When they kicked out tonight, they tried to continue to drive it and get in there. And I thought they really tested our help defense, and I thought our guys responded pretty well to that tonight. So it wasn't a main focus for us. That was the paint tonight, but I thought our guys did a great job of contesting and then finishing those plays with rebounds. Yeah, I thought we played with great presence tonight. We just kind of got lost in the competition. And, there's ups and downs in competition, but, I thought we stuck together and we made plays. The guys made plays tonight when we had to. And, I thought we did a really good job of that. And now we've got another challenge of that turning around and got another one coming Friday. And we've got to learn from this one, just like we always do, and take another step forward on Friday, try to be a better team. I thought we really, in that second unit in the first and second quarters, that was really when we had a lot of pop in transition. Some of those were turnovers, some of those were off of rebounds, but I thought we came down the floor with a lot of force. And we got ourselves easy baskets tonight, and that's just something, when I talk about balance, that's something that good teams do, is they find a way to get easy baskets in transition and punish teams for missed shots and turnovers. And I thought we had really good flashes of that tonight. That was one of our better running games. Yeah, it's obviously he's done that recently, where he's gone on these little flurries and gotten into a nice rhythm. He's still learning. He's smoothing his game out, just like I was just talking about the second unit and the team. He's learning how to become a consistent player, and he's navigating that every single night. And he's got these moments where he's really in rhythm, and then he's got other moments where he's not, and he's got to kind of work through that. But he's learning every game. He seems to be kind of formalizing as a player every night. And he gave us a big time boost tonight. A lot of guys did. He wasn't the only one.
Yeah, that's right. That was a huge spark for us in the third quarter. He came out, he was aggressive, hit a couple threes, I think. pushing in transition. He's such a skilled player, so athletic, hard to guard. It was fun to see that for him. And then, he hit me with a great pass there in that second half for one of the threes, and K-Rich found me too. Just it's fun to play, when we're getting stops and pushing on transition and looking for threes. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I think with the guys on our team, there's so many good ball handlers and guys who can attack the rim and the paint. So when you are able to get on transition, put the pressure on the rim like that and space accordingly, and usually, all 5 guys in the court are a threat to shoot from 3. So, I think there were times tonight when, as big as we can do a better job of rolling on some of those pick and rolls to collapse the defense and then open it up on the backside. But they're a pretty good defensive team. They're along the guards, and they do a good job rotating. But I thought we did a good job weathering the storm in that sense after some turnovers in the second half. And, big plays down the stretch to close it out. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was 10, 11, 10.
Okay. Yeah. It was always good to see him. He's such a tough player to go against, and he is a great passer. But I mean, I'm glad we won. Obviously, it was a close game there down at the end. Big free throws by George, by Shea, big rebound by Al. That stand out. So it was a fun game. I think we look through for sure. He does a great job facilitating offense. He catches it there in the high post. He's so he can pump the ball so easily. He's so strong that as a big, you don't. And he's good driving from up there on the high post area too. He's got a good footwork and good balance. So he's like I said, he's really good at facilitating offense up there from the high post, and he did a great job of that tonight. Obviously with all his assists. I thought it was good, especially in the first half. I thought we did a good job there in the second quarter, especially just fighting, especially K-Rich, like I mentioned. But and I think for the full 48, it was better. And I think our second group there, second half, we let that lead slip away a little bit. But I look forward to watching the film, seeing areas that we can improve. But it was better tonight for sure. Yeah, I thought K-Rich did a heck of a job as well tonight. His defensive presence and tenacity, again, big spark for us in the second group. You mentioned Hami, getting downhill, getting to the basket. He made a couple of great passes, one to Roby tonight, too, in the first half in the corner, found him. I thought Teo did a great job, making some great passes, especially in the first half. And then I think the starters to start the third quarter did a great job building a lead there and kind of let it slip away, but then closed it out too tonight.
I just go in every day, every game, focusing on that day. I don't let my past follow me, and I don't let the worries of tomorrow trouble me for today. And I try to do that every day. Coming into whether if it's a game, whether if it's practice, off day, just recovery. I try to conquer that day, and I think that helps me. It just helps me clear my mind. It helps me stay focused on what's in front of me. 100%. I talked about it before, and I'm sure you guys have heard it from other people as well. But that 0-0, it just helps us focus on the task at hand and what's in front of us. I think we had great energy from both groups, especially that second team coming in, and really giving us that spark that we needed. And they raised the bar and they set it there. We was to follow that. But I think we did show the